How a single thought becomes an echo chamber of 1,000 whispering voices. You think there are many thoughts. There are not. There is only one thought that was not seen clearly. A thought appears. This shouldn't be happening. That's all. Simple, small, almost invisible. If it is seen clearly, it ends there, like a line drawn on water. Gone. But you did something so subtly that you didn't even notice. You took the thought seriously, not loudly, not consciously, just a slight leaning toward it, a quiet agreement. Yes, this shouldn't be happening. That one agreement is the birth of the echo chamber. Now the mind begins its work, not because it is intelligent, but because it is conditioned to protect the thought you believed. So it asks, why is this happening? What went wrong? How do I fix it? What if this continues? These are not new thoughts. They are extensions of the first one, branches of the same root. But because they sound different, you think there are many voices. There are not. There is only this shouldn't be happening, echoing, distorting, repeating, wearing different masks. And now something deeper happens. You didn't just hear the thoughts, you begin to identify with them. It becomes I am stuck, I am behind, I need to escape this. Now the echo chamber is complete. Not because of the thoughts, but because you have become the center of them. Look carefully, not as an idea, as a fact in your own experience. Right now, a thought appears. Maybe I need to understand this. Pause. Did you create it or did it arrive? If it arrived, then what makes it yours? And if it is not yours, why are you obeying it? This is where the illusion cracks. Not by effort, not by control, but by seeing the origin. The 1,000 whispering voices are not attacking you. They are echoes of a single unquestioned assumption. And that assumption is always something like, this moment is not okay. As long as that remains unseen, the mind will keep generating noise to fix it. The moment it is seen, not analyzed, not solved, seen, the machinery slows down. Not because you stopped it, but because it is no longer has fuel. You don't silence the echo chamber. You simply stop believing the first whisper. And without the first whisper, there is nothing left to echo. So listen, you are not in an echo chamber of 1,000 voices. You are in an echo chamber of one voice, repeated 1,000 times. And that one voice is not even yours. You say it started as a whisper. Yes, that is how all illusions enter. Not as a storm, not as a war, but as something reasonable. A soft suggestion. Think about this, fix this, something is wrong. And because it sounded intelligent, you listened. That was the only moment that mattered. From there, multiplication began. Not because there are many problems, but because the mind survives by fragmentation. It takes one uneasiness and splits into many. What if this goes wrong? What if I made a mistake? What will people think? Am I behind in life? Should I fix this now? It creates the illusion of urgency and volume, like standing in a hall of mirrors and believing there are 1,000 people. There are not. There is only one, reflected infinitely. You say, how do I get rid of this? That is the final trap. Because the one who wants to get rid of it is made of the same material as the voices. The fixer is not separate from the noise. The controller is part of the chaos. So if you try to silence it, fight it, control it, replace it, you are only adding another voice to the chorus. Now it becomes, I must stop thinking, I must get clarity, I must escape this. And just like that, the 1,000 becomes 1,001. Look carefully, not intellectually, not philosophically, directly, right now. A thought appears. Did you create it or did it simply arrive, like a sound from outside? Another thought follows. Did you invite it or did it come on its own? If you are honest, brutally honest, you will see you are not the thinker. You are the space in which thinking appears. And here is the turning point. If you are not the thinker, then the 1,000 voices are not attacking you. They are simply appearing and disappearing on their own schedule. But you have been doing something subtle. You have been giving them meaning, giving them ownership, giving them continuity. You stitch random thoughts into a story. And that story becomes, this is happening to me. I am stuck. I need to escape. There is no echo chamber. There is only a thought followed by another thought, glued together by belief. See this once, clearly, and something strange happens. You don't win, you don't defeat the mind, you simply lose interest in the noise. And when interest drops, the voice don't need to be silenced. They fade the way background noise fades when you stop paying attention to it. You are not trapped, you are entangled in misidentification. You took passing mental events and called them me. The way out is not effort, it is seeing. Not tomorrow, not gradually, now. Right now, as you read this, a thought will arise. Watch it. Not as my thought, just as movement, like a bird crossing the sky. You don't chase it, you don't stop it, you don't name it, you just see. Stay there. That silent seeing is the only place where the thousand voices cannot survive. There was a man who decided, quietly, almost innocently, this year life must bend. Not loudly, not arrogantly, just a quiet inner contract. Things should go his way, effort should convert, people should respond, timing should align. It felt reasonable. So he began walking through the year. But the world did not sign his contract. Calls didn't land. People delayed. Outcomes slipped through his fingers. Doors opened halfway, then closed. Reality did not obey. At first, it was just a small voice. Something is off. A gentle whisper, almost helpful. So he listened. Then came another. Maybe you should try harder. Then another. What if you are falling behind? Then another. You should have done things differently. Each voice didn't feel like noise. Each one felt like guidance. So he welcomed them all. And slowly, without realizing it, he built a room. Not with bricks, but with conclusions. Each thought became a wall. This should be better. This isn't working. I need to fix this. Why is this happening to me? The room had a strange property. Every time a thought appeared, it didn't pass through. It echoed. What if you are behind? Behind. Something is wrong. Wrong. I need to fix this. Fix this. And because the echoes overlapped, it began to sound like 1,000 voices. Loud, urgent, suffocating. The man panicked and trapped. So he tried to escape. He shouted inside the room, "Stop." But the room replied, "Stop. He tried to reason. "This is irrational." The room replied, Irrational. Then he tried something smarter. "I'll fix my life, then the voices will stop." So he ran faster, worked harder, thought deeper. But every effort was still happening inside the same room. And here is the part he missed. The room was never real. There were no walls. There was only open space. But every time a thought appeared, he held on to it. And that holding created the illusion of structure. The echo chamber was not built by thoughts. It was built by his agreement with them. One day, tired, exhausted, he stopped trying to escape. Not as a strategy, but because he had no energy left. A thought appeared. "You are stuck." For the first time, he did not respond. No agreement, no resistance, no fixing, just silence. And something strange happened. The thought did not echo, it just passed. Another came. "You are falling behind." Again, nothing. It came and left, like a stranger walking across a field. Then it hit him, not as an idea, but as a seeing. There were never 1,000 voices. There was only one thought met with belief, creating an echo. Without belief, there is no echo. Without echo, there is no chamber. And without the chamber, there is nothing to escape from. Life didn't suddenly become perfect. Things still didn't go his way. People still delayed. Outcomes still moved unpredictably. But something fundamental shifted. He no longer demanded that reality obey him. And because of that, the whisper lost their authority. They still appeared, but now they sounded like what they always were, just passing noise. You are that man. Not metaphorically, literally. This year didn't trap you. It simply exposed a hidden contract that life must go my way. The suffering is not from things not working. It is from the insistence that they should. Seeing this not as philosophy, but as fact in your own experience. Right now, there is a voice saying something. Maybe this is true. This is not enough. What should I do next? Don't answer it. Just look at it. If you don't hold it, does it stay or does it disappear on its own? That vanishing is the crack in the illusion. Stay with that. Not as practice, but a simple observation. Because the moment you truly see that thoughts don't trap you, your agreement does, that is the moment the echo chamber collapses without a single wall being broken. So there is no echo chamber. There are no thousand whispering voices. There was only a single thought met with unconscious agreement. You were never trapped. You were only listening too closely to something that was never yours. The moment a thought is believed, it becomes a story. The moment a story is believed, it becomes me. And from there, the noise multiplies. But see this clearly: thoughts don't bind you, they don't chase you, they don't hold you, they simply appear and wait for your agreement. Remove the agreement, not by force, not by control, but by seeing, and the entire structure collapses on its own. No fight, no escape, no solution needed. Just this: a thought arises, you don't call it mine, you don't follow it, you don't resist it, and in that simple, silent non movement, the thousand whispering voices lose their echo because there was never a chamber to begin with.